Shalom of Yahuwah. Here we are on a good day with a lot going on around the globe. The Yeti has been talking big and bad to the Ayatollah of Iran. And they beat up on Tehran pretty bad, the Israelis, with the backing of the United States, materials or weaponry, in full support. Not us, not the people, not the people. All those around the world, don't get it twisted. The people of this country, here in the U.S. of A., we ain't got shit to do with this. Only ones that can sit on that and stand on that they support this, that sit on the soils of the USA, are those that consider themselves to be 10 toes down with the Yeti, Mr. Trump. Because the way I look at it, this is the leftovers of a group of people wanting global control. I mean, full global control, one world order. That's all this is. There's no way around it. All the markings in the sand is pretty much evident on what we're looking at and what we're dealing with. You're dealing with a devil, you're dealing with Satan, you're dealing with an accuser, you're dealing with an enemy, an adversary of the Most High Yah and his order. Taking that doesn't belong to them, that the Most High have given to someone. And we know that there would be a foolish nation on the planet in these later days, are days of the birth pains. It look like ovulation going on, if you ask me. And you look around at the world, and you see what Hasatan and his people are doing. There's no denying. You know, a fruit, or shall I say, you know, the tree bears fruit. And if you seeing anything yali in what these people are doing, you are part of Hasatan's circle. I'm going to tell you that. I know I'm not. And yeah, we're just seeing the end results of a desperate, soulless nation, a foolish nation, a wicked nation, a nation that robbed, killed, stealed, and destroyed. So they robbed, murdered, and destroyed, and took things that didn't belong to them, and they continue to do it. And it has increased on a mass level of no understanding. Someone like you and I, we can't take this in. It's sickening for someone to comprehend taking life that was given by the Most High, regardless of who it is, what their phenotype might be, what nationality, or whatever it might be. They shouldn't have to deal with constant terror. Because that's what Hasatan does. He pushes fear, he pushes hate, he pushes death. He's the darkness of each and every corner that you turn. He's crafty, he comes with a smile, he comes with this genuine charisma. At least it seems genuine. He's sharp at the tongue, sharp at the tongue. Make you think that he's the victim or she's the victim, when really they're the perpetrators of the crime. We are dealing with a devil, Hasatan, the accusers, the enemies, the perpetrators of the crime against the Adamah and the Hua. They have used delusion for inclusion, something that they have no part in. The covenant that our people are part of. We have a covenant with the Most High Yahuwah. And as you look around at the world, you see the eagle is falling and the dove is rising. And I'm looking at the news reports on this day, and I see that Mr. Trump, the Yeti, is pretty much making threats at the Ayatollah, like, you can lay down and surrender, you know, basically just give up your rights to Benjamin Netanyahu. Unconditional surrender. That sounds like you just giving up your freedom, right? These people want that over there. They want to control all of that over there. They want to set up stations and military bases over there, control bases over there. They want to take all the resources of each and every corner of this planet. And that part of the world is the last stand. That part of the world is the last stand. And now you got the African nations, or the Akabulan nations, beginning to push the colonizers out of the continent. They're beginning to push out the troublemakers. And push out the troublemakers and clean things up over there, slowly but surely. And you could see the objection to it. You could see the rejection, the fire that's burning in them, that these you know what, would have the cronies to even think of something like that, to speak against this powerful conglomerate of nations? How can you object? How can you object to this global takeover? How can you try to resist being controlled by these people who have controlled this planet for the last 500 years, who have put the darkness throughout each and every nation, who has confused each and every nation of people of Adama and Huwa, who have falsified information and rewrote history to put themselves on top of all in a ruling position. These nations that have colonized, that have took people from their land, are taking people from their land and robbed the nations and lands of the resources and the riches, and destroyed kingdoms, have proven to us small people of the earth, you have proven to us who you are and who it is you receive your orders from. We have to get rid of all the doubt, because now there's no doubt on who you are. And like I said, that you call the Middle East is the last stand. I myself, I know the Most High is working. While we have people that has been fanatics ever since they came into our existence. They have been fanatical. You showed them your treasures. Our ancestors showed them our treasures. We showed them our treasures. We allowed them to come up in the temple. We allowed them to come and see what I'm saying, in the temple. Not all belong to the temple. And I'm pretty sure our ancestors seen signs, but they insisted on allowing these people to partake in our treasures until those people colluded against our ancestors, and now they trampled and have trampled over those treasures for the last 400 plus years. Like I say, we got the last stand going on. Last stand, the southern world, I would say, the southern world. From Asia to Africa, south of the global map, south of the globe, the southern continents. They are becoming stronger. They have begun to rid themselves of outside influence. They have begun to strengthen themselves in the Ruach fear of the fall is beginning to decrease within them, and they are beginning to fear the Most High. And all this is being rose up by the Most High. I believe that this is nothing that man is conjuring up on his own, even though he think he is. Whether you be the heathen or the righteous seed, this is the Most High's will that's being done right now. Pay attention to the times, and if you study a little bit, you would know what's going on. You would know what's going on. And for those that consider themselves to be followers of who you call Christ, and you support a people that hate Christ, or who you call Christ, you say that he's burning in human feces in hell, and basically submitting to them while in hell. How can you support a people that wicked? A people that are setting themselves up for the greatest fall that there ever will be. So basically, it's not looking good for them. It's not looking good for them. You know, if you know the Spirit, if you know the Ruach HaKodesh, if you know the work of the Most High Yahuwah, it's not looking good. Oh yeah, and that big red golden planet that's behind the sun and all that, you know, it's like a, man, I'm talking about, you could fit a whole bunch of these little planets sharing that little one planet, right? Yeah, but they ain't talking about that. We ain't talking about that. That's some supernatural stuff they ain't ready to talk about, because they know what that means. But these people believe that they can blast that away, and they got the weaponry. Yeah, right. Anyway, I seen that planet in my visions for a long time, approaching this here. And it's the right time, with the right things happening for a new planet, for a new kingdom to take place. Out with the old, in with the Father, in with the eternal righteousness of Yahuwah's kingdom, right here on this planet, right here on the earth. What my man say? Lucifer, son of the morning, we about to chase you out of the earth. Your time has expired. Your children or your kids are desperate. Yahuwah will no longer, if you ask me, I'm not speaking for Yahuwah, but if you ask me, from what I'm seeing, he will no longer allow you to force your ideology, your corruption, and your confusion within the heads of his children, especially those that seek him. Your time is up, Buster. I I say the Yeti talking big and bad to the Ayatollah. The Ayatollah say he ain't bowing down. And believe this, I'm gonna tell you like this. Iran and that we call that they call the Middle East. We would never call this, come on man, it's Northeast Africa. But they played a big part in your captivity as well. So you're not innocent, by no means. And a lot of them still hate us. Let's keep it factual. Now, for the indigenous people of that land that they never show, that they somehow keep off the cameras and stuff, they look like us. They like the same stuff we like. Maybe they eat different foods, but as far as like flavor, style, they us. I'm talking about the Medes, the Persians, the Jordanians, and the Bedouins. That's our people, all of them. Yeah, we beefed, we fought, but they still us, and they are being oppressed. And believe me, they shall soon be loosened from that oppression as well. The Aduma and the Hua are about to get that break that we've been waiting on for a long time. And the Yeti can keep doing what the Yeti doing, because like I said, all he doing is piling lumps of coal on him and his followers' heads. Not taking life as being precious. Lives that the Most High put here. And boy, y'all taking them out by the boatload. You know, y'all hit us with the chemical warfare. What was it, 5 years ago now? Or six years ago, so whatever it was. Y'all hit us with the chemical warfare. And now y'all making threats with nukes and new weaponry, all this stuff that can make your thing look like an accident, you know what I'm saying? They done made some cold stuff for murder. 'Cause that's what they do. It's in their DNA. Can't help who they are. So to the Yakabas of the land and all the children of Abraham, even the Ishmaelites, I can't really speak for the Idumeans. Now I do know that the Most High told us not to hate them. That's his job. To despise them, to do what he do, to punish them. It's not ours. Right now it's important that we stay clear of wickedness and hate. We are light, not darkness. We are in the light. We are of the day, not of the night. So cleanse your thoughts, your heart, and pray that the Most High remove all darkness from you. Because here in a little bit, it's going down, and ain't no turning back. And a lot of people, like I said, have been given ample time to repent and to turn from their hate towards the children of the Most High, his first fruit of the earth. But they have refused. In fact, they have hardened their hearts to hating us even more. So, with that being said, let's post something. Yeti and Ayatollah and old Benny Boy, old Benjamin Netanyahu from the Black Sea, from the cold land of the Black Sea. He is a smart one, isn't he? He hooks it up and he makes the call and tell you it's war and everybody fall. He tells you it's white when it's really red. He tells you a lie. You know the rest. Anyway, I'm just tripping. But yeah, man, them guys pretty intelligent. This is what this is. We taking advantage of a simpleton that's the epitome of destruction. Because the Yeti is purely here to destroy. I can't say it enough. The Yeti is here to destroy. He's doing a hell of a job. Keep up the good work, Yeti. Because I know what comes after. Shalom to the Yakaba.